guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is a foundation review. I will be reviewing the new Dior Forever Skin Glow foundation, but I'm not just reviewing that one by itself. I'm reviewing it in comparison to the other new Dior foundation, which is the Dior Forever Skin Matte Foundation. Now, the Dior Forever Skin Foundation has been out for a long time, and they basically discontinued the way that they used to package it, and they re-released it with different like numbering, and now it's called the Dior Forever 24-Hour Wear High Perfection Skin Caring Matte Foundation. So they added the matte to it, so it now is establishing that it has a matte finish, and then they came out with the Forever Glow foundation. So we are going to be wearing them side by side and comparing the differences between the two, and of course talking about how they wear throughout the day on my skin type. I'm not going to ramble for super long. Make sure if you like this video to give it a thumbs up before you leave, and if you're new here, my name is Patty. I do lots of different makeup related videos, and I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. If you guys have any questions or anything to say, make sure you leave it in the comments down below. I love reading and responding to every single one of my comments. So let's not wait any longer, and let's just go ahead and get started. In today's video, we are going to be doing a side-by-side comparison of the two foundations, but before I show you the clip of me applying them, I want to tell you a little bit about them. So here's a picture of the two foundations and the packaging of what they look like side by side. I love that they changed the way that they numbered those foundations, because those foundations used to have like this Dior code numbering that only if you work in the makeup industry you would actually understand, and now it's very easy. So I have a light neutral skin tone. My color is 2N, and then below my skin tone they'll have a 0N and a 1N, so you can see, if you know your undertone, what foundations to go for, and it'll be easy for anybody to pick their right shade. So I love that they did that, and I also love that they're now not only catering to people who have normal to oily skin, but they did a glow foundation for people like me who have drier skin. I also just love a glowier look, so I'm very excited to try this one. Both of the foundations retail for $52. It is a bit of a steep price, but it is a Dior price. And at the end of this video, I just want to determine whether or not it's worth for you to spend your money on it, or if you should consider trying it or not, also depending on your skin type. So I'm going to go ahead and just let you watch that footage of me putting the foundation on a few hours ago, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, so for primer, I'm going to use the Dior Forever Skin Primer, since I have it, and this one is the one that's kind of made for this foundations, I think. I've tried this one before and I like it. It definitely makes your makeup last, and it blurs out pores. I always start in the center of the face and then blend it outwards. Alright, so this is the Dior Forever Glow right here, and I'm going to apply it to this side of my face with my Morphe sponge. The color I got was the color 2N, which I think is a perfect match for me. Alright, so as you can see, I'm splitting my face right down the middle, nose included. That's why I grabbed this sponge, because it has a nice edge and I can do that. Alright, so here's the dewy side fully applied, and I'm going to clean the back of my hand because I don't want any transfer. I'm being very extra. So this is my matte sample. Of course, I grabbed the same color, which was 2N. This one's a lot less liquidy, the other one came out so fast. So I'm putting that in the back of my hand, and I'm using the other side of my sponge to distribute this one. The color looks slightly different so far. I don't know if this one already dried and it changed a little bit, but we'll see. So because the colors are slightly different, this one looks just a little bit more yellow, I am going to go ahead and mix them down the center only, just because I am going to leave my house today, and right now it looks a little crazy. So I'm mixing it on top of my nose and in the center of my forehead. So let me zoom you guys in so you can see what it looks like before I do anything else to it. Alright, so this is of course the dewy side, and this is so far my favorite side. It looks very nice and luminous. My pores look okay. Yeah, so far it's the type of finish and coverage that I like. And then this side here, I mean, so far it looks good. I do see that my texture looks a little bit more emphasized on this side, and I can see a little more dryness. Yeah, I can definitely see a lot more texture right here on this side already, and I just applied it. Obviously I have dry skin, so it is to be expected that I'm going to like this side better, but I wanted to see really like what the difference is. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup real quick. Alright guys, so this is kind of like my makeup look for today. I'm just going to be running some errands. So this is again the dewy side and the matte side. I use my butter bronzer, I use my All Hours concealer, and I set everything with the Fit Me powder. And then I use the Climax mascara by NARS and this eyeliner by Pixie that I used on a makeup look the other day. Besides that, I set everything with the Pollution all-nighter setting sprays. Let me give you guys another close-up so you can see what everything looks like on now that it's fresh. Dewy side, I'm still liking better. I can see more texture over here, like underneath my bronzer and everything. I think this eye overall looks a little bit less natural, a little bit more cakey on me, but that's because I have dry skin. So for you, I'll be back in like a second, but I'm actually going to run a few errands and I'll be back in like 4-ish hours or so. Right now is 3:23, so we'll see. We'll see when I come back. Alright guys, so I am here for my check-in. It is now 7:59, almost 8 p.m. So I've been wearing this foundation for quite a while. And I did mention I was going to run errands, but besides running errands, I've been sitting around the house editing a video and uploading it. It is the full face of drugstore products. I'll link it right here. I just uploaded it a few minutes ago. So I've been doing a lot of lounging per se, like I've been working on my laptop, which means I have been touching my face, and I am so sorry about that, but it happened. So I am here to show you the truth about how this foundation is wearing on both sides of my face. Let's put you guys a little closer so you can really see. Okay, so here we are. This is the glowy side of my face, which by the way, I do still like this side a lot better than this one. I'll show you this one in a second, but as you can see, the foundation wore off a little bit right here on the tip of my nose. I do remember me scratching my nose earlier, so I think that is my fault too. And the center of my nose right here has all kinds of texture. This I think is because, remember when I put the foundation side by side, I blended it in the center so that it would look a little bit more even. This like dry situation, textury situation came from there. And I think it's mostly the matte foundation that's doing that, because the rest of my glowy side looks okay. I think I touched my face a little bit right here, so I might have lost a little bit of foundation there. But it's not that bad. This side here, however, the foundation fully came off of like right here. I like can't see it at all. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but like look at all these texture here. And in the center of my nose, I think that's the matte foundation doing that. On my forehead, both foundations look amazing because my forehead is like the oiliest area of my face. So nothing really looks too dry ever on there. But yeah, I definitely think that like even on my chin, this side looks a little bit worse than this one. I have a hard time finding foundations that I like, and every time I do a foundation video on this channel, I leave a little bit disappointed. With that said, I think this glowy side I will continue to try and wear because so far so good. The matte side, definitely not for me, but if you have oilier skin than me, you might really want to consider this one, because if you are someone who wears more natural or radiant foundations and becomes too oily throughout the day, this is definitely probably going to last a little bit longer on you. Okay, so that is the end of this like mid-wear check-in. I will see you guys in a few more hours when I'm ready to take this off. Alright guys, it is 1:06 a.m. Super late. I cannot wait to take this foundation off. Let's see how it looks. So here's a closer look for you. As you can see, like all of this kind of looks fine. The forehead on this side looks fine. And then the matte side, I can definitely kind of see like the splotchiness. This side completely wore off. It looks very cakey right here. Alright guys, so here are my final thoughts. I would definitely try the foundation again. I would definitely try the glowy foundation again. The matte side, it wasn't actually like as matte as I expected it to be, but I did like the glowy side better. So I am going to continue wearing that glowy side because I did really like it. It didn't wow me, but honestly, not a lot of foundations wow me. I am going to keep trying it, and I am comparing it to my favorite ones, but obviously I can't decide whether or not I like something more or not based on the first impressions, especially because I feel like I did kind of a shitty first impressions today because I did rub my face a lot, which I apologize for. By the way, hey guys, it's the next day right now and I'm recording on the front camera of my iPhone, which is not ideal, but I don't think I could do it the other way around. And I don't have like a vlogging camera or anything, I just have the one that's in my setup. I decided to give this foundation one more day before I like even start editing the video, because yesterday I tried it in a very like lazy way, I think. Like I was at home most of the day and I didn't really like pay attention to like not touching my face. So with yesterday's test, because I was able to compare one and the other, all I determined is that I like the glowy side a lot better than the matte side. So today it's 10:52 right now and I'm on my way to work, and I only put the Dior Forever Skin Glow foundation on, which is the one that I liked from yesterday. So I am wearing it on both sides. I didn't put a ton of makeup over it, I just have some bronzer because your girl needs some definition to her face. Yeah, so I have bronzer, mascara, and my eyebrows on, and then the foundation underneath it. I did use the Dior Forever Skin Primer, the same one I used yesterday all over the face. I did hydrate my face a lot underneath it, and the primer is mainly like in the center of my face where my pores are and in the forehead and chin. I don't have primer like on this area here or like around the top side of my mouth, just because that's where my skin's very dry and it usually shows a lot of texture there. Basically what I want to do today is just do like a couple of check-ins throughout the day just with the glowy foundation on to see how I like it, because yesterday I just realized that it has a lot of potential and I do think I'm going to like it. So I just had to try it further to give you guys a better opinion than the one I got yesterday, because I just felt like the video was garbage. Let's be real. So yeah, I'm going to keep driving to work and I'll see you guys hopefully in a few hours, if I remember, maybe when I am at lunch or something. And I'll ask some of my co-workers too how they think the foundation is looking. So why not? Let's try something new. Alright guys, so this is my midday check-in. This is Christian.
Hi!
And he's going to tell us what he thinks about this foundation.
It looked pretty good like an hour ago, but it's starting to get pretty textured. The forehead's okay.
My forehead's always okay. Like,
I mean, okay.
I have a pretty great
It's really
forehead.
bronzed, but the color, the foundation's fine.
So I'm noticing that like right here you can see texture. You can definitely see a lot of texture.
It's definitely broken up a lot around your nose.
Around my mouth and my nose.
What are you wearing? Dior?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the Dior Skin Glow foundation. I'm trying it again today because I tried it yesterday side by side with the matte one and I decided I hated the matte one, but I was going to give this one a second chance.
Because you're dry.
Okay.
And you
don't need to be sassy about it.
It's true. That's not my fault.
I know, but I wanted to try both for my viewers.
Okay, well, she tried both. Neither worked.
Okay. I guess that ends the video. I'll see you guys later on. Bye. Alright guys, I am back home. Of course, it is the end of the day. I've been wearing this foundation now for like 12 hours. I'm still in my uniform because I've been downstairs very lazy of me. It is 10:32 at night right now and I put it on, like we finished putting it on around 10:30 this morning-ish. So it has been a while. I cannot wait to take it off. I'm going to turn the light down and I'm going to zoom you in so we can really see in detail what's going on. I think my texture right here looks kind of very enhanced because that is my driest area. I'm very conflicted about this foundation because at lunchtime today it looked horrible in the natural lighting, but like indoors it looks okay. Like I don't actually mind it. I feel like most of my foundations wear like this on me because I have such dry skin regardless. It definitely like shows my texture a lot right there on the sides of my nose, but it still looks like a natural glowy finish. It didn't look doesn't look dry. It didn't like break apart at any point. Yes, it shows my texture on my cheeks a little bit, but it's because the texture is there. Like, it is my bumps that I had before I put the foundation on. I don't think it's my favorite foundation I've ever tried by any means, but I don't dislike it, and I would definitely give it a chance. I do have extremely dry skin, especially around my mouth where the texture is at, so it's definitely not the most hydrating foundation I've ever tried because it still dries up around my driest areas. This month of January has been very harsh on my skin, and it is drier than ever, so keep that in mind. And if you're in the hunt for a new foundation that has a normal to glowy finish, this new Dior Forever Skin Glow is a nice one to try and compare to other ones. I do still like other foundations better. I am going to link in the description box a video where I talk about my top 5 favorite foundations. I did this video a long time ago when I first started my YouTube channel, and those are the foundations that are still to this day my favorites. So if you want to see what my favorite foundations are, you check out that video. I definitely didn't dislike the foundation. I would give it more chances. It's just not my favorites. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't even know if that's helpful. I hope it helps you guys in some way. I'm sorry if it didn't. I feel like this video is kind of like all over the place because I myself don't even know how to feel about it. With that said, if you did find this video helpful somewhat, and if you liked my video, go ahead and please give a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. If you're new here, my name is Patty, and I would love for you to subscribe. I promise you that my other reviews are so much better than this one. Let's turn the light back on because I'm like in the dark here. There we go. If you have anything to say, don't forget to let me know in the comments down below. I love responding to those. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye. Come here. Alright guys, so this is my
she looks textured.